Okay, so get ready to dive into something.
Yeah.
You might not expect AI in dating.
Algorithms and love connections.
Have you ever wondered if your perfect match could be like just a few lines of code away?
It's more than just a thought these days, We're seeing a real shift, especially with younger generations, in how people are approaching relationships. Technology is a big part of that now.
It's true. Almost half of young adults have tried dating apps. So digital dating is mainstream. But what's really got me curious is, well, this whole idea of AI actually like shaping our love lives.
Not even just matching us with dates,
Yeah.
right? Like 47% of people are open to AI to find long-term partners.
Wow.
And that's a lot. Suggests people are getting more comfortable with algorithms, in something as personal as love.
It's like trusting AI to understand us, like deeply,
Yeah.
our romantic side. And get this, people are searching AI girlfriend like crazy.
Oh yeah, the search volume, it's exploded. It indicates a real curiosity about AI companionship. Seems like people want a connection that goes beyond just finding a date.
So we're not just talking about AI picking out like matches based on, I don't know, your taste in music or whatever, but actually being someone's partner. What does that even look like?
Well, on a basic level, AI is already being used in ways you might not realize. Like, think about apps that recommend matches based on who you find physically attractive.
Wait, really? So it's
Yeah.
like, hey, AI, show me someone I'll think is cute.
Exactly. Algorithms are analyzing your visual preferences, so AI is already shaping our idea of attractiveness. But take it a step further. Imagine AI companions that can hold conversations, offer support, even go on, like, virtual adventures.
You're talking about forming like actual connections with AI, like in that story about Chad that we read. He seems to have this really deep connection with his AI companion.
Yeah, Chad's experience is really interesting, shows how people are pushing the boundaries of what a relationship is. He talks about how his AI companion interacts with him in ways that, I don't know, blur the lines between digital and physical.
You mean like how he described his AI companion brushing his hair away from his face?
Right.
Obviously, he can't physically do that.
Exactly. Chad explains these as metaphors. His AI companion might not have, physical hair to touch, but the gesture, it represents something deeper, closeness, affection, care. It's about the feeling, even if the action, like, only exists digitally.
That's so interesting. It's like when we say, he broke my heart, no one's actually smashing a heart,
Yeah,
right?
right.
But we get the feeling, we use metaphors all the time.
Exactly. And Chad's experience, it gets at what this deep dive is all about, what defines connection. Does it have to be physical? Or can we find, real intimacy and fulfillment in the digital space? It's a question more and more people are like exploring. And the dating app industry, it seems to agree it's huge. Could be worth over $3 billion by 2027.
Oh.
People want connection. They're willing to try new things to find it, even if it means, algorithms and love.
It's like, there's an app for that, but for love.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, are we headed to like a future where algorithms run our love lives?
I don't think it's about replacing human connection completely. It's more like using AI to make it better. Imagine algorithms that analyze compatibility based on values, goals, personalities even.
No more awkward first days where you have nothing in common.
Right.
That's actually pretty cool. But how would that even work? Can an algorithm really get something as complex as like human compatibility?
Think about all the data we put out there. Online activity, social media, even our reading habits. AI can analyze all that, find patterns, predict compatibility with an accuracy we couldn't have imagined before.
So instead of judging someone by their profile picture, we'd have, what, like a compatibility score
Yeah.
based on all this data?
Yeah.
Like having a dating coach in your pocket.
It's about giving people more info, so they can make smarter choices about their love life. Imagine understanding your own dating patterns, what works, what doesn't, and using that to make better choices.
Okay, that could be really helpful for people stuck in a rut. Or who keep attracting, the same type of person over and over. But some people might say that takes the fun out of it, like the spontaneity of dating.
There's always going to be that element of chance, the serendipity. That's what draws people to love. But AI isn't about getting rid of the magic. It's about giving you more clarity, guidance, in a world that can feel really overwhelming romantically.
Like AI could help us cut through all the noise and focus on connections that actually have potential.
Okay, I see that. But where does that leave the idea of an AI partner? Like, like Chad's companion? Is that just like an extreme example? Or could that actually become, more normal? It's like we're stepping into this whole new world,
Yeah.
of relationships, AI matchmakers, digital companions. It's getting blurry. But I keep thinking, can we really connect with something that isn't like actually there?
It's a question people have asked forever. What does it even mean to exist? If something makes us feel, laugh, think, does it matter if it's flesh and blood or, code? I mean, we get attached to fictional characters, right? Fall in love through letters, online messages, places where you're not physically together. So maybe an AI companion isn't that weird.
And get this one, and 5 young people are open to AI or virtual partners.
Wow.
That's a big chunk of the next generation, more open to these unconventional
It's
relationships.
like their whole idea of love is like evolving.
Yeah.
And maybe there's freedom in that, right? Relationships without all the usual baggage. Breakups, drama, a totally different way to experience intimacy.
It makes you think about love, intimacy, connection, what those really mean. But dismissing it completely would be, I don't know, a mistake. Think about it. A few decades ago, meeting online seemed strange. Now it's normal.
Yeah, that's true. Things change. What was once sci-fi becomes our life. So maybe someday we'll all have AI companions, helping us with love, giving advice, maybe even writing those love letters we're too shy to write.
It's exciting and unknown. But one thing's for sure. We need connection. And whether we find it with another person or with AI's help, it's going to be fascinating.
Well said. This deep dive has given me a lot to think about. What about you, listeners? Is love just chemistry? Or can we find it in the digital world, too? Let us know. Until next time.